Okay, the where underscore dump is our predefined function. It gives the information, means total information. What type of a variable, what the value variable have, and how many values. If it is the array type, then how many values it have, and what the value of our each value. Give the value of each values. Okay, na sir? Where underscore dem. Okay. We discuss about the float, means if we use the decimal symbol, then our variable will be converted as a float. Let me show you. Encoding, we just assigning 10.365 into our $x, and we are just checking where underscore dump, and we are passing within the where dump our $x. The output will be, this is the type of our variable and this is the value of our variable. Okay, Nazar? Okay, yeah. So this is our boolean type. Boolean type means boolean have only two types, true or false. Only two values. Boolean type have only two values, true or false. Okay, Nazar? Okay. The array type, if we what is the array? We just discuss about the array. Array can hold the multiple values. Our simple variables. The simple variable can hold only a single value, and if we assign any other value, it will overwrite it. But arrays can hold, means this our variable, array type variable $cars can hold the multiple values. There is a three values, multiple elements in our car. Okay, so this is our array type. The object type, we discuss about the object type. We have to create a class, and then if we create an object, that is called the object type, nothing else. We already seen the nice example in our session, last session. Okay, Nazar? A null value. Sorry. Where? Yeah. This. I use OBJ and OBJ1. You are saying that? Yeah. This is. You can use any name. This is the user defined. You can use any name here, but you have to use new and our class name. Okay, Nazar? Yeah. 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 And this is our null data type, means whenever we assign null into any variable, this will give us a blank. It's not, or you can say they are null. Null is represent a blank, means there is not a space, even not a space there. Okay, this is a null data type, means it will just remove all the value. We first assign the hello and hello space word into $x. Then after we assign null, it will just erase the value of our variable. And these the resources data type we will discuss in our advanced PHP section. Okay, Nazar? Any other topic? Means class and object. Okay, but I have the simplest. I already discussed the simplest example. If I use any other hard one, then it will. Okay. no other topic for revision. Okay, just remember that if you forget the class topic or if you didn't the practice, just remember that the class you have to define class, and for the execution of this class you have to create the object, and you can create a multiple object of any class. Okay, okay, nothing else means this is a class of car, means this is keyword class, and this is our name, class name, car. And within the brackets, curly brackets, these are the curly brackets, and this is the start of our class, this is the end of. Within the brackets we use um, variables or the function. These are called the property and the method of class, and we can create any number of object of our class. All the object we can have the different values as per we initialized, or as per we just assign the value of our variable. If we use any variable here, so that variable will act differently for different objects. We already discussed in yesterday's session. Okay, na sir? This is a simple in the future session when we just into the into the one second, yeah, into the insert updation and delete, we can use the object and class topic. Okay, okay, so we can say this is our starting phase of PHP is over. Starting phase, yes. Okay, Nazar. Now tell me, you already know about the HTML. As per my knowledge, very HTML a little. So as per my knowledge, my senior told me, know the HTML and CSS. Let's discuss about the PHP forms today. A simple, just starter, nothing complicated. Okay, Nazar. Let me copy this into our. Sorry. Dot PHP. You are saying I'm using the HTML coding in dot PHP. No, no, no. I didn't get you, Nazar. Yeah, yeah. PHP form handling. Yeah, yeah. Validations. Forms. Yeah, yeah. No, 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 no. There is a tag in HTML. There is a tag means similar kind, just title tag, the HTML tag also. This is the HTML tag. This is the body tag in our HTML, and this is our form tag. Means this is our form tag, and we are discussing about this form tag, how we use this form tag. Okay, let's see in our example. Oh, name. I'm online from last 1.5 year or follow automatically. Okay, let's move ahead. We are just discussing about the form handling. Form is a tag in HTML. What is our HTML? Let's discuss about that first. What is our HTML? HTML is a markup language. Markup language means it will use the tags only. Within means there is a starting tag and this also have an ending tag. Okay, so within the this HTML tag, all the code of HTML we are going to write within the HTML tag. Within the HTML tag, there is a body tag, there is a title tag, there is a heading tag. So many tags are there. Okay, Nazar? Yeah. Same as the body. Within the body, we usually write the coding part. Coding part means you can say the form, the text boxes, the drop downs, all the yeah, yeah, styling. We all do that within the body part. This is our body part. Means this is a starting tag and this is ending tag. Okay. Now, what is a form tag? Form is a tag of HTML. It will just, you can say, a container. It shows nothing in browser. If you use, let me remove this. I just use, one second, I remove the ending tag. Form. This is our form tag. Let's just remove this also. This is our simple form tag, the starting and the end, but it will show nothing on our browser. It is a container. You can say a container. Output will be blank, nothing. Okay, Nazar? It is a container means other tags are placed within this form tag. Other tags means you can say the text box, the input tag, or the drop down and so on. So many tags are there. We will discuss all one by one. Okay, Nazar? So this is our form tag, and one thing also is there. I didn't start the PHP tag. PHP. I didn't start the PHP. I don't want to. If I want to write the HTML coding, I just have to write that coding outside the PHP tag. If we use this coding inside the PHP tag, is like this. If I just open and the close, this is the close of our PHP tag. Then what will the output? See, error. Means our compiler compile these code as a PHP. Means compiler just take that code as a PHP, but there is no code. Means we use greater than. After this, we use a character HTML. There is no, you can say no, this is not a correct code as per the PHP compiler. You got the point? Means whenever we want to write any PHP code, we have to write PHP. Sorry, whenever we want HTML code, we have to write outside the PHP code. Means you can use the PHP code here also. Yeah, it is right, but you can't use this code within the PHP. Okay. Now come back to our form tag. This tag have some, you can say, properties. Properties. Tag property means it, we name is, name could be the property of all tags. Means whatever we contain as a, if it is the text box, this is the property. Means we just recognize our tag by name. I just set any name. You can set any name. I just give the FRM of our form. There is, you can use the ID. ID also used to just recognize our tag, which tag we are using. You can give the same name as a name. Same name, no problem for that. I just give FRM for name property also. I give the FRM for ID property also. These are the property, nothing else. Why we use this property? What is the use of this property? I will explain you. Okay, let's see the third property, action. This is our property of form tag only. In this action use is property available for form tag only. Nazar, you got the point? Yeah, this is a property. Name and ID could be the property of input box also, could be the property of any tag, any other tag also, but action is there in only the form tag. This is a tag, HTML tag, and this is the property of our tag. And why we use this action, let me show you. Means whenever this form submitted form, if we have form, then it will be submitted any, at any point. There is a point when our form will be submitted. Okay, when this form is submitted, now one second, or you can say next. Means within our the action property, within our action property we use a file name. This is a file name. This is a file name. We don't have this file. We have to create this file, or you can use any other file name which have already. You get the point? Mean just, yeah. In our folder, it's, that file should be in our folder. Also, a folder means we have created a study, and after within the study we are the PH sorry we have created a folder within the www, and within the www we have created a folder what the name PHP demo folder. Within this folder we have all the files. Okay, na sir? Means we have to give we if you can set this blank, no error will come. But if you want to just move one file to another file, means one page to another page, this is because of this action. One second. Because of this action means let just assume that you have a login page, a Facebook login page. Okay, a Facebook login page. Yeah, this is a page. So what the name? Let's assume the page name is login.php. Okay, Nazar. If you just write down the username and password and click on login. Okay, so let's assume our form is a container. A container. Our form has these all the tags. These all the tags. And whenever the click on the submit button or login button, our next page will be loaded. Next page will be loaded means welcome page. Welcome page will be loaded if we log in successfully. Okay, so we have to give we can if we want to move to welcome page after login, you can give here the welcome.php. Means you can give any name, any file name. This is a file name. We will create that file and I will show you the working of action. Okay, Nazar? Just remember that in the action property we have to set any file name only. Okay, Nazar? Now, next property of our form tag is method. Method. Within the method, you can use you can use the method type. There is two type of method. First one is get and second one is post. You can use get either post. So I'll explain you the difference between get and post. I'll explain you why we using this method, and I will give you the advantage and disadvantage of get and post. Okay, na sir? So this is just remember that this is also a one property of our form tag, a method, and we have to write a get or a post within the double quotes. Okay, so this is our a form tag. But let me see the output of a page. There is blank, nothing, because I just create a form tag. I didn't code within the form. Form tag is a container. It doesn't show anything if you use only form tag. Okay, Nazar? Now, I want to create a login form just for display. Create means just for designing. Okay, Nazar? I want to login form means username. No, directly login form difficult for you. Let me, I want to create a text box within this form. Only a text box. Okay, Nazar? I just want to create a text box. So, what is the coding of text box in HTML? Input input type. We have to give the type text. If we give the text, then our text box will appear in browser. Yeah, there is a text box. Okay, Nazar? This is a simple text box. So, in this input tag, this is also a tag, input tag. Okay, there is also you can use the name property. I just use a txt1. I use a different. You can use any name for your text box, and you can use the ID also. I'm just using same txt1. Just same. You can use different ID also. txt2 or name, not txt2 means txt id, txt1 id. Any name, you can use any name. Okay. So this is the property. These two are the property of text box. Nothing else. Okay, Nazar? Okay. Let's see the output. There is nothing. Just a text box. Is we just create a HTML tag. Within the HTML tag, there is a body tag. Within the body tag, there is a form tag. Within the form tag, form is a container. Within the form tag, we just create a text box with input tag. Input, if you give type text, then text box will be appear. I just use a simple character. If I use here name, so it will just print that name as a character name, because I'll use name directly, not in any tag. So our HTML will render. You can say render it as it is, because there is no tag. So it will just our HTML assume that this is a simple string, and yeah, the HTML have to print as it is, nothing else. Okay, Nazar? One second. Is there any confusion till now? I'll show you the use of them. This, and the method. Is there any confusion till now? In, yeah, we have the name and ID for getting the value of our text. We will just insert something in our real-time application. How we how we get our text box value is we have to just give a unique name or ID. We will just get the value of our text box from this name, okay, or from this ID. That's why I use name and ID. I'll show you how it works. I'll I'm that's showing you. Before that, I will give you the example of next.php. Why we use next.php in action and how it works. Okay, I use a text box. Now I want a button, a submit button. Do you know the coding of submit button in HTML? In HTML, sub a button. You can put type. If I use submit, then I will get a button. Submit. This is a simple coding of our submit button. Same input tag, but type is submit. Okay, this is our submit button. In submit button, yeah, you can just use button also. Button input type within the type. Then it will also show you a button, but there is no value in this button. You can use value tag, value property. Can you have to say this property? These are the property of our tag. If you use save, then save will display on our button. Show you, yeah, save is there. But in simple button, input type button, there our form will not submit. Yeah, how we see our form is submitted or not means if this refresh will will just take place, means there is any refresh in our browser, that means our form is submitting, means we are going to server with our coding. Let me show you. If I use the submit, then it, and we use the value of this tag save to, so in that condition the name of this button will not change, but this button is now submit. Let me for just remove this, just for showing you. Yeah, yeah, there is a refresh in our browser or not. You can say refresh, you can see the refresh. Yeah, because of the tag submit. If you use submit within the form, means this form is submitting. If you don't use this form, means if I remove this and this, the visible output will be same. The same means there is no changes in output, no changes is there. Okay, there is no changes, but if you submit, there is no refresh, means our form is not submitting. Form, there is no form. How we can submit our form? You got the difference? You have to use a form tag for that. If you want to submit your form or your coding into server, you have to use the form tag. Within the form tag, you have to use a input type submit. In the simple coding, this is the simple coding. If you go to the advanced level coding, there is so many options to submit our form. But in case of the simple coding, this is a simple option. Okay, Nazar? So we just use a form tag. Within the form tag, we use the text box. Within the text box, we use a submit button. Now, if I submit, let me just remove this. If I use now, what is the action in our form tag? One second. Yeah, next.php means this is the file name. And why we give this file name means the coding, this tag or this property just tells us whenever this form submitted, please go to this file. Means in present condition where we are index.php. Okay, Nazar? Where we are index.php. But but this property telling us After the submitting of this form, you have to go the next.php. Means you have a one file next.php, and the control goes to next.php, means next page. This is one page, and if we use next.php, there is the another page. Let me show you. If I just click right now, there will be error. What error? A not found error, or you can say a 404 error. 404 is for not found in our website development. Not found means we don't have the in next.php page. Let me just not found. Okay, it means we don't have next.php. We have to create this page. Now I'm just creating. Control N, new file in PHP demo project, a PHP file, next. The file name you have to give appreciate, whatever file name you want to use, you have to give the name. Means next dot php. It could be any name. Means you can use in within the action any name, any file name. Okay, na sir? So I just created a x.php file and just finish. Where we are creating, this is our file location in php demo. Yeah, it is right location. I just created, and I'm just echoing something. Echo hello in this file, nothing else. In next.php, there is a output of hello only. Now go back to index.php. Now if I go back another back, if I just refresh that, if I just click on save, then it will go to next.php. It will go to next.php. So we will get the hello print, and check the browser. Here is the changing in browser. There, this is hello, and check the URL next.php. And what is these string? I'll explain you. What is this string? I'll explain you. But concentrate on this. It's changing. Let me show you again. It's changing. Yeah, there is hello. Our previous page will be converted to our next page. Okay. So now, yeah, because of the submit and because of the form, because of the submit, our form will submitted, and within the form tag we have the URL, or we have the location where we want to go, where we have to go. We have the location. This is our location next.php. Okay, na sir? Now come to the next thing, means the method. What is the method? Method is used to just carry the data of one page to another page. Let me revise. Method is used to carry the form data. Form data means to carry whatever the data here, not this coding. Data means this is data. I am just inputting anything. This is called the data. Means if I just any name, means user enter any name. So whatever user enters, this is called the data. So this data will be moved from one form to second form by using these method property. You can say this is a property. We use this property for transferring data one form to another form. This is a form, or one file to another file. You can say that one page to another page. We are changing our page. So one page to another page. If traveling data, you have to use the method. You can use get or post. What? So tell me first, Nazar, did you get the method? What is the method? Why we use this? Don't. I'll explain you get. What is the get method? The method property. Okay, we just let's see in the browser. I just write going in our text box. Okay, and I just save that. So this is our this is our next page. But let's see the browser URL of our browser. In the txt, there is a question mark. Then after the question mark, there is txt1 equals to govin. This govin is there. If I write last name, then here is also my last name also. So this is because of, means I'm transferring data from one form to another form. Just transferring. I'm not gathering the data. It is just transferred. But we have to catch the data also. And after the catching, we have to show the data. We didn't show anything. We didn't catch any data. We just transferred data till now. Means by this method property, we just transfer the data. And as per my requirement, I'll catch the data. As per my requirement, what data I want to catch or not. As per my requirement. Okay, Nazar? So this is a get method. Get method. Okay. Get to just send the data from one page to another page. How we get the data to next page? Let's see. Let's see the how we get the data. So there is a predefined function. Predefined function in PHP. Dollar underscore get for get method. We use get method in our method tag. Yeah, yeah. Okay, na sir. In our this is our method property. Sorry, in method property we use a get method. So we have to get the data by this dollar underscore get function. This is a function, or you can say super globals. This is comes within the super globals. You can say the function. And after this, there is a URL. Let's see the URL. Let's see the URL. Here is a variable and the value combination in our URL after the question mark. This is the question mark. Okay. After the question mark, here is a variable. Means this is our variable. A posted variable means a transferred variable. Means this is our txt1, the name of our text box. Nothing else. We use what we use in take 1 second. Good. Yeah, this is our text box. Okay. What is the name of our text box? txt1, and value also within the text box. Is that so or not? Value means this value. This value. Let me remove the second value. Let the confuse with plus symbol. Okay, this value is also in text box. And what is the name of this text box? txt1. Let's send. So after the question mark, what is the value of txt1? Is govin. Means this is the our tag name, and this is the tag value. Whatever the value. Okay, okay, okay. Sorry, sorry. Nazar. Okay, so this is our value of text box, and this is the name of our text box. Okay, Nazar. How we get this value in our page? Let's see how we get the value in our page. There is a predefined function $_get, and we have to use the name of our text box, means txt1. This is our text box name, semicolon. If we directly echo, if you want to echo, you can echo directly, echo this value. Let me show you. Let's remove this. Just directly, whatever. Let's see the result. One second. I have to refresh that. If I want to take changes, just write on Govind, click on save button. Here is Govind also. This is printing or not? If I use any other name, means Nazar. If I use Nazar, then our next page. This is the next page. This is the next page. Next page output will be Nazar. Means whatever the value within the text box, it will, whatever be the value, not just necessary to string only, integer or anything. It will just send it to our next page. I just give the name next.php of of our page, our second page. One second, I'll just show you. This is $_get. This is a predefined function. You can say the super globals use to get the value, whatever with the value is sent by the get method. We use this function to catch the value, whatever we the send from this get method. One second, where is the get method? In our form tag. Here is the get method. We use get method, so we have to use $_get. Did you get the point, Nazar? What is this txt1? Nazar, what is? Not a variable. This is the name of our text box. This is the name of our text box. Let me show you here. txt1. Okay. Means whenever our form submitted, the values are going to the next page, and with the it can be capture different value can be captured by that names, by the tag names, any input tag names. Means we use the tag name for catch the value, a particular value. Let me show you. If we have two text boxes, okay, I use the age. Okay, input type text. Yeah, we need a text box. Okay, but we have to change the name. Means txt. You can say, you can use any name. I just use txt2, means the second text box. You can use any id, the second id. Txt id is for second text. Let me show you on browser what will be the changes whenever I have to refresh that. One second, I just use the br tag. Now I can use BR tag directly, not want to echo BR, because BR is a HTML tag. One second. Mm, This is HTML tag, BR tag. So it just break the line. Means output will be in second line. Okay, na sir? I just create another text box. If I use Govin and I use 28, then here is, we just catch the one value for txt1, but here is also another value. This is the name of our text box txt2, and here is the our value. So what we have to do, yeah, we have to use the super global again for underscore cat, just equal to br tag, and I have to use the txt2 because our second text box name is 2. If I use txt1, then it will just print two times a name or the value of first text. Okay, if I use txt2, then it will print the name plus age. If I just refresh, yeah, there is Govin and 28 also. So in the first page, there is a form tag. Okay, in the form tag, there is two text boxes. Okay, and the one submit button. With this submit button, we can submit our form. Whenever if we have any, we have action property in our form tag, so there is any file name. You have to write a file name, or you can use a blank. In our advanced coding, we mostly use blank. Okay, we you can say we tell in coding which page we have to redirect. Okay, na sir? In action, just remember that in action we have to use file name. What the file name, whatever the file name, our next page will be going to that file name. Means in the next.php. If you use next.php after submitting our form, our, our URL will be next.php. I didn't write anything in our text boxes, so output will be blank. There is no output. And we use the method. Method is used to passing values from one page to another page. From one page to another page. Nothing else. Okay, Nazar? And we get the value from the name of any tag. Means if we have text box, we get this value of this text box by the name only. Okay, Nazar? This is our simple form to redirecting with to another form. Means you can say we are going to another form. Yeah, Govind and 20. Now, tell me where is the confusion? Yeah, yeah, this ID. Actually, I just want to give the information about the property of this tag. If you want to remove, yeah, you can remove. In this case, you can remove this. This is also a one property. We will use the ID in further sessions. There is no changes. Same output, nothing has been changed. We use ID also. Yeah, yeah, tell me. Sorry, I didn't get you. Are you telling me that same name, same as ID or a name? No, 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 no. You have to use name for transferring the value. Yeah, you have to name property for transferring the value. ID will not transfer the value. Okay, and this is our submit button. Submit button have the value. This is get. Okay, this is a get method. If we use the post method, post, there is only two method of form tag. If I use the post, then let me show you. This is our form, simple first form. The output will be blank. Oh, one second, should be blank. One second, I didn't save that. Maybe. Yeah. If I use the post method, then there is a error. Not blank means undefined index txt1 means there is nothing in txt1 and txt2 means this get property get dollar underscore get in our next page. Yeah, the dollar underscore get can't access the dot txt1 means it couldn't find the txt1 because we use the post method, not get method. Okay, if I want to show the result by post method, I have to use dollar underscore post in capital, and here is also post. So let me show you, and I'll give you the difference also. What is the difference between get and show you is there any error or not in our next page? No. Now we are getting the values. We are getting okay, Nazar? Yeah. So if we use the post method in our method property of form tag, we have to use the dollar underscore post function. This is a predefined, or you can say a global variables or global functions. Predefined. You can't means there is two dollar underscore get and dollar underscore post. If we use post method, we have to use the post dollar underscore post. If we use get, then we have to use dollar underscore get. Now, what is the difference between the get and the post? Let's see. When we use a get method and we just entering the value and submitting our form, do you remember our URL? There is a long URL when we use the get method, a, a question mark and the txt1 equals to go in and the and so it means the this means one second, let me just change to get, for example, save it and just change the method to get. Okay, let me show you back and refresh. Yeah, there is a values means in the from the get method the values transferred from the URL. This is URL. Yeah, this is URL. Okay, If we use get method, then the value of our inputs will be transferred through our URL. Means the value is shown in URL. But if we use the post method, if we use if we use the post method, if we use this post method is here also. If we use post method, then there is no value in URL. It will just hiding and transferring the value. No value showing in URL. Okay, na sir? So this is the main difference of get and post. Means in the get method, the values transfer through URL. In post method, value doesn't transfer through URL. It's hide and transferred to one page to from one page to next page. So that means get is not secure. Get is not secure, but post is secure method in our real-time application. Okay, now there is two difference. You got the two difference? Yeah, means first difference is the get method will transfer the value through URL, but post didn't transfer the value through URL. Second is get is insecure method, but post is secure method. The third difference, you can just send the limited amount of value. Means here is you can say you can just send 255 character or something, or 1024 character only. Means if you use a larger URL, then it will give you 403 error. Means you can't use a larger value. Means you can't send the image through the get method. You can't send the image. Image is a large value. Means it is not in bytes or bits. It is in MBs. This is one character. One character means one bit. Okay, na sir? One character means one bit, and eight character means one byte. So image in MBs, not in bytes. So that means from the get method you can't send the large amount of data from the get method, but from the post method you can send the large amount of data. This is the third difference between get and the post. We will see the example of this also. Okay, Nazar? Okay, these three are the main difference between get and the post. So today what we learned today, let me revise and we have to end this our session also. Let me see Khushi is there or not. Yeah, Khushi is also there. Okay, let's sorry I didn't get you, Nazar. Okay, okay. Let's end the today's session because I have to take the Khushi session also. Okay, okay, Nazar. I'll revise in tomorrow's session. This all these things I'll revise. Okay, okay, bye, Nazar. Have a nice day.